Hello?
Mohale the Motivator.
Yes, sir, that's me.
How are you doing, man?
I'm good in yourself, man. I'm good, man.
I'm doing better than good, bro. I'm great, man. I'm great. Fabulous, man.
Awesome.
Listen, man, this is the show, man, and I'm getting excited to interview you, man. You up for it, bro?
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm up and ready at all times. Thanks a lot for considering me, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I bet. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to On Call with Danile, man. This is a show where I interview artists and, change makers, influencers who keeps their momentum going and who keeps their dreams alive. And right now, my guest is no other than Mohale the Motivator. How I found Mohale, how I found him was on YouTube. You know what I was searching, bro? I was searching motivational speakers in South Africa. And mind you, I think in the search results, you popped up in the top 20. So I was like, yo, let me check this guy out. And I went into your video and I watched the video. And that's how I got your contact. I went into your YouTube channel. I saw your phone number there. I added. I sent you a message. I was like, yo, bro, I really appreciate what you're doing on YouTube and stuff like that. So, man, welcome to the show, man. It's an honor to have you on the show, bro.
Thanks a lot, man. I still remember when you texted me, man, and I was like, wow, I didn't know I was making such an impact.
Yes, sir.
And yeah.
Definitely do, man. You definitely do.
Cool.
All right, man. So, question number one.
Sure.
Tell the people where you are, where you're from,
right.
Where you're from, and where are you? What's your name, bro?
All right. Mohale is my name. Literally means hero.
Yes,
sir.
Sir.
And so I was currently born in Free State, in Gagwa, in a very rural area, whereby we are not exposed to a lot of things, and I'm sure that we all have that story to tell, So I came from that area, and then at the age of 9, that's when I moved into Durban, whereby I was in a boarding school, not because I afforded to be in a boarding school, but because things were a bit tough at home, so my mom didn't want me to experience that roughness,
Yes,
she
sir.
sent me to a boarding school, So within the boarding school, then I started connecting to people, and I started meeting new people, and from those people that I met, then I remained in Durban. From then, did all my studies there and completed it right, like in Durban. And even right now, I'm still in Durban. So, this is where I feel like I'm going to live my life because I've got history, man. I've got history in this place, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, how is Durban taking you, man? Are you making the moves and, how are you maneuvering through these tough times that we're going through right now in South Africa? Obviously, with the lockdown happening and this worldwide crisis, what are you up to?
Yeah, very true. Look, I this is what I keep telling myself on a daily basis, right?
Yes, sir.
I tell myself this. If you focus on negativity, you will definitely get negativity out of it, right?
Yes,
but if
sir.
you focus on positivity, you will get positivity. So within the lockdown, yes, there are advantages and disadvantages. But then I myself found myself actually focusing on the positive part of it, because I recently I started a new company. So with the company that I started, then I saw that this lockdown is an opportunity for me to raise funds on how I don't care. But it's an opportunity for me to get my company out there. It's an opportunity for me to advertise it because everyone is on social media. So Within the lockdown, I am finding more advantages than disadvantages because I'm able to make at least an income. I'm able to push out my company. Like I'm able to advertise my services. I'm able to actually speak to my colleagues and get things going because I believe I've done more things than I did when we did not have the lockdown. Because
yes, sir.
if I did out of the lockdown, I had so many things to do. But in the lockdown, I have to manage myself and I have to set goals. I have to say, this is my priority right now. I have to do this and get it done. I have to do this and get it done because there is not much movement. But then we can do it telephonically. We can do it online. So I took this into my advantage. But wow, I'm not saying some people are not actually experiencing the difficulties. But what I'm saying is you experience more difficulty when you focus on the difficulty of the situation, but you experience more ease when you focus on the ease of the situation as well. So I focus on the ease, and I'm actually having it ease, man.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. I like that. And I like how you put it, man. There's some artist that's listening right now, or somebody that's listening to you right now, and they're wondering, yo, okay, cool. So you started a company. Okay, I want to start a company right now during this lockdown pandemic, right? I don't know how to make money. Like, tell us, how are you making money, or what are the ways that artists can, or anybody can make money during this time while we're online?
All right, this is what I do, right? I'm a life coach by profession, right?
Yes, sir.
I run online sessions, right? A lot of people are in distress right now, you know. So, like, they are wondering what's going to happen next. What bad news are we gonna hear next? You know, our majority, in fact, schools are closed. You know, tertiary and basic education, they are all closed. So within this time, this is what I do, right? I actually have a group of learners that I mentor through, right? I've been doing it on a daily basis. I don't charge them too much. I charge them like 20 rand per session, you know. I charge them some. I don't even charge at all. I'm doing it on charity. But the fact that I love what I do, money is not actually my focus, but progress and change is the main focus of everything that I do. You get it?
Yes, sir.
So with me, I do a part-time I do a part-time job with a retail company, right? I went out there and I told them, look, it's a lockdown. Surely you need more hands. You know, I'm available. I can assist you. Despite of who I am and what I have, I actually lowered my pride and I went to that retail. I told them I can work as much as you want me to work, even if it's 1 hour a day, it's fine. As long as I get that little so that I can actually pour in my pocket so that I can make a living, you know. And,
yes,
and I compromised my reputation. I compromised everything that I do and everything that I have just to make sure that I am out there and I'm getting something to survive. You understand? So I think it's a matter of you compromising your reputation, right? It's a matter of you thinking out of the box. It's a matter of you looking at new ways, strategizing on how you can actually possibly get the money, right? And then regarding to the company-wise, right? To
yes, sir.
Company.
Yes, sir.
To register a company is the easiest thing you can ever do, right? All you do is you go on CIPC, you put in your 175 rand. It's as cheap as 175 rand to register a company. You register a company and you do it yourself, unlike somebody that's going to charge you 800 rand for you to register a company. You do it yourself at 175 rand and your company is up and running. You know, it's just now that is on you to actually keep the company running by being consistent and being passionate about what you do. It's like that, man.
Understood, man. Understood. So apart from, so you are in Durban, you have your own company, you're running online sessions, and you are working at a retail shop or store, and you are making the living.
Yeah.
Apart from motivating other people or motivating people, young people, you know, the elderly, what other skills and gifts that you're working on, or what are some of the new skills that you've learned during this time? Or are you learning any new skills or talents that you might think, yo, this is something also, okay, I can go into this and this might also help me in any form?
All right. I've been looking like into TV presenting and acting. I've been connecting with a lot of actors. Some are professional actors. Some are just startups.
Yes,
sir.
And
because I saw that I've got, I say this all the time. Put me into the public and make me speak or make me do something. I definitely do it more than you expected. You understand?
Powerful.
So I realized that I've got talent. I can go on the stage and I can start acting. I can go on the radio and I can start making people crazy, man. And I can be a TV presenter and like you'll definitely be amazed. I'll be so fun and professional at the same time that you don't realize it. So those are the new things that I'm consistently practicing. I look at myself in the mirror and I do them all the time because I'm not waiting for someone to give me an opportunity to do so. But then what I'm doing is I am pushing myself so that when the opportunity finds me, I'm at least halfway done saying I am planning to do this.
Yes,
You
sir.
get it?
Yes,
So
sir.
so I'm doing everything I can on my level to actually go out there and do the level best, so that whenever an opportunity comes by, at least it finds me halfway, you know. So yeah, for now I'm into acting, radio presenting, and I'm actually starting to learn poetry, because a lot of people think I can do poetry, but I don't see that in me, you know. But
Yes,
then
sir.
I'm actually trying to do some poetry as well, you know, some emotional poetry, more of African kind of, like, you know. So that's the new things that I'm trying, you know.
How many languages do you speak, bro?
I speak Zulu.
Yes, sir.
I speak Sotho, I speak Tswana, and English as normal, as well as Xhosa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So when they invite you to go anywhere in South Africa, you will be able to speak Xhosa. You will be able to speak Zulu. Oh, that's powerful, man. That is powerful.
Yeah, man, because I've realized that Zulu is basically, like, everyone speaks Zulu nowadays, you know. So it's more like the form of communication that happens when you go to Joburg, when you go to Pretoria, when you go all over. People,
Yes, sir.
they are trying to speak Zulu, you know. So by me learning Zulu, it was a challenge, but then I realized on how everyone else is speaking it. And I'm still looking forward into learning languages such as, like, I'm doing my basics in Arabic right now, you know, and as well as, like, I'm looking forward into learning French, because those are the dominating languages that are in demand.
Yes,
you
sir.
know. So I'm actually learning the basics, and yeah, I really have to, as well as Swahili. I'm really looking forward into learning Swahili, French, and Arabic. You know, those are the three languages that I'm willing to master, at least by the end of this year. You know.
What's your culture, bro?
I'm a Sotho. Yeah, I'm a Sotho, man.
Powerful, man. Check. We are on WhatsApp, right? And
yes.
And I see what you do, man. Powerful stuff, very positive, and very encouraging. There is a psychology that goes behind posting stuff. What is your take on negativity when it comes to social media? Because right now, like billions of people on the internet right now, people are on WhatsApp right now. What's your take on people posting negative statuses on WhatsApp or on Facebook, and how do we turn to positivity when it comes to social media? What's that?
All right.
What's that shift?
All right, this is the shift. It's really speaking, it's not an easy thing, right?
Yes, sir.
This is what I always say, that everything that everybody says or think of you, it's none of your business, right?
Yes, sir.
But everything that comes say to you, whatever everybody says to you, now that's your business, right? So now this is how you manage it, right?
Yes, sir.
Everyone is, if the moment you start accepting that you are not going to be everyone's favorite, right? I say this. I say I might not be your favorite, but I am the best, and I am amongst the best, right? That's what drives me through, because this is what happens. You get people that won't like you, you know, and they will definitely speak negative about you, right?
Yes, sir.
And once you focus on the negativity that they all say about you, then you're gonna be stuck and you're gonna be dwelling in that negativity that everybody thinks of you, and you stop chasing your goals, right?
Yes,
but
sir.
Then this is what you do. Whatever negativity people say about you, you go out, you stand to yourself, and you say that I am the best, and nothing, no, you know, I think there's a verse from the Bible that says, "No weapon shall be formed against me," something like that.
Yes, no weapon shall be formed against me shall prosper.
Exactly. So you go to your mirror and you tell yourself this: whatever they say about me, it's none of my business. What is my purpose? Whatever I am intending to do and everything that I do, that's my business. I either stick to that or look at what everybody else says to me. That's where everybody goes wrong, you know. I feel that's where everybody goes wrong. You focus so much on what everybody else says, and you forget who you are. You try fixing everything that everybody says about you, not realizing that you have stepped out of your goal, and now you have entered a different routine. You have entered a different road whereby you are not taking the action you should be taking while approaching the goals that you set for yourself, approaching the opportunities that are up and waiting for you, approaching everything that is meant to be yours.
Yes.
And you started focusing on what everybody else says of you. So you gotta stick to you. You gotta be you. You gotta do you. You gotta love you. Once you do that, everybody else's negativity is not going to affect you. Trust me.
Indeed, man. Indeed. Is there anybody that you're looking up to, like a model or like an idol, somebody that really inspired you to do some of the stuff or some of the stuff that you're doing right now?
To be honest with you, right?
Let's go.
I am my own inspiration, man.
Explain that for the people who might not know, like what that really means.
All right. The reason I say I am my own inspiration, right? I never had anyone comes to me and tells me that, bro, you are the best. I never had anyone that came and told me that you can do this, man. You know. But then one day I woke up and I saw how many challenges I faced in life and the things that I've been doing, and then I decided, you know what? I think I can be a reason that thousands and millions of lives will change one day, you know. And
yes, sir.
I said, let me start with the network that I have, with the people that are around me, you know. And then I started doing motivation, and I started picking myself up. Like, this is, like, you know, when I go back to high school and the teachers and stuff, they're like, this is not you, man. We know that not you. We know this you that was not so realistic, that was not so motivated, you know.
Yes, sir.
And they asked me, what is your secret? I say, I am my own inspiration. I saw how much tough time I gave you in school, and I saw how much it did not work out for me when I left school, you know. I know how much I put my mom through. I know how much difficulties I put my mom through, bro. I know how much difficulties I put my family through. But then, the reason I became who I am today is because of my regrets. It's because of the things that I did not achieve out of everything that I've been doing, you know. But then when I realized that I am now getting into the right track, when I realized that I have to inspire lives, when I realized that I have to stop those who haven't started doing what I did, that's when I found inspiration in me, man. That's when I found that I need to be doing this. And only when I started doing this motivational journey, then I started listening to other motivational speakers. I was not exposed to something that was a motivational speaker my whole entire life till I started this, till 2018, actually. You know? From 2016, I've been doing it myself, and I was not exposed to anyone that was a motivational speaker, you know?
Yes, sir.
Then 2018, I started listening. My friend recommended me to Eric Thomas. I said, man, when you speak, you sound like this guy. Then I went in and checked Eric Thomas, and I said, like, yeah, man, this guy is so realistic. He speaks from the heart. He does not speak from the so-called, you know, the majority of speakers out there, they speak from theology. They speak from what other people, like, they don't speak from experience. They don't speak from the heart, but they are just doing it for the sake of doing it. And I found this guy so touching that really I related to him. And whatever he used to say, I related. That's when I started knowing that there's something called a motivational speaker. That's when I wanted to become one. That's when I started succeeding in my career. That's when I started building my profile. That's when I said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to inspire a lot of lives. I'm going to change a lot of lives. Remember, I am not comparing myself with anyone. You know,
yeah,
and
that's
I'm
powerful.
not using anyone's content, but I am being me and being realistic as possible to change lives, because that's the only way forward, bro.
Yes,
you know,
sir.
That's where I drew up a line, and I became who I am, man. That's why I say I'm my own inspiration.
Incredible, man. On that note, what was the breaking point in your life? What was that point where you felt like, yo, like I'm feeling like this is my life. I'm rock bottom right now. What was that point like, and what's it like? Your bottom rock.
All right. I remember the first time I really felt that this is working out, man. It's when I was doing this unintentionally. Like, not, let me say I was doing this, just doing it, you know. But then I found people coming and saying, bro, the little you say to us matters, you know. Have you ever thought of taking this into a different platform, you know? But I was not that person, man. And I felt like I was not that person by then, you know. And when I started doing it, my rock bottom was when I did my first motivational speaking, like motivational gig, right?
Yeah.
When I did my first motivational gig in front of 500 students, bro. And after I did that, everybody came to me and asked me, did you write everything you said down? I said, no. They said, did you rehearse it? I said, yes, I rehearsed it more than 100 times. I used to do it more than 40 times a day. And they asked me, was it your first time on stage? I said, yes, it was my first time. And I thought this was not my last time. That's when I realized that this is meant for me. This is what I meant to do. This is what I meant. I meant to inspire. I meant to change lives. Aside from everything, the whole intention was to change lives. And that's when I felt, you know what? This is when I need to start taking on this motivational heat, man.
You know what, man? That's powerful, man. I appreciate that. With all that being said, man, the high school learners are going through the most right now, and we all need each other right now. What's that one message that you would like to leave for them, you know, to keep them encouraged, to keep them going, and to keep the momentum going? Because, you know, some of us, our dreams are dying. You know, when we don't see that, our dreams are dying. So the only way we can see our dreams are dying is when somebody from the outside can see, like, yo, like, what's happening, you know, like, you're not doing what you used to do, you're not like you used to be, you know, stuff like that. So what's the message that you would like to give to high school learners that are going through the most right now?
Okay, this is my favorite quote, man. I quote this every day. I say, in order for you to see light, you gotta have to go through darkness, man. Let me repeat it again. In order for you to see light, you gotta have to go through darkness.
Yes, sir.
But remember one thing. You might not see the light because you are the light. You get it?
That's powerful.
In darkness, you are the light, man. You know? And I support the quote by saying, every destination is reachable. Just walk your path. You get it? Look, some of you guys, or some of us, let me put it like this.
Yes,
some of us, in order for me to reach Cape Town, I can either use a plane, right? I can either use a bus. I can either use my personal transportation, right? But remember one thing. My personal transport, which is, let me say a car, a small car, right? It's much faster than a bus, right?
Yes, sir.
And a bus is much faster than a truck, right?
Yes, sir.
But then, an aeroplane is much faster than all these other modes of transport.
Yeah.
Get it? So you might probably be a bus, you might probably be a car, you might probably be a truck, you might probably be an aeroplane. But remember, you will reach your destination at the designated time.
Hey.
It's never too late.
Powerful,
it's
man.
Never too early, bro.
That's powerful, man. That's powerful. So either way, you are going, like, you know the destination is there. Either way, you are going to get there. It's just a matter of, how long this will take. But eventually you will get there.
Exactly. You don't focus on how long it takes to get there. You focus on the minor steps or the minor things you are doing in order for you to get there. You understand? We tend to focus so much on the destination. Like, come on, man. When I look at Cape Town, that's very far. I can't reach Cape Town by walking, bro. I'll be dead by the time.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I was like, you mentioned the bus, you mentioned the train, you like the airplane, and I was like, where's the human being at?
Yeah, man. Like by the time I reach Cape Town, I'll be dead, man. You know.
Yes, sir.
I walk from Durban to Cape Town, you know. But here's reality. You know that you cannot walk, but some of us, we know that you cannot walk to a certain destination, but we still want to walk, you know.
Got
and
you,
by the
man.
time we're about to get to the destination, we are already finished.
We are out of fuel, yes.
Exactly, and that finish line, that's the turning point. If you take your next step, that's where everything happens, bro.
Powerful, man.
So what I'm trying to say is this, man. You don't compare yourself with anyone because you are the best, right? So you don't compare yourself with an aeroplane because you are not one. You don't compare yourself with a bus because you are not one. You are just a human being that's trying to make a living, that's trying to make change in your respected community. Probably you're trying to make change in your inner self, and which is the most important thing you can ever do to your life. So walk your path, and every step towards greatness is a step towards success, man. man.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you so much for being on the show. I really appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks a lot, man. It's such a pleasure that you actually thought of me, man, and I really appreciate it. I'm really hoping that I know that I might not touch 1,000 lives, but I know that one life, I might not change everybody, but that one person that changes, man, matters a lot, bro.
I bet, man. Look, man, everybody, we've come to the end of the show, man. Give it up to Mohale the Motivator. Y'all guys can go check him out on Google, YouTube, Facebook. It's Mohale the Motivator, man. Changing lives, man. This is On Call with Danile, and I will see you on the next episode. Let's go.
Thank you so much, man. Enjoy the rest of your day, bro.